Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, Yellow Jacket 1011, and today is a bit of a different video. I know I've been saying that a lot recently with streams and everything, but today's different. Today is one of the days I've been waiting for a long time. I don't know how to edit, and I'm not very good at finding things on the internet that aren't copyrighted. So, I have a big whiteboard right here, and you can read. You can read. This is a theory craft video. I'm going to be talking about every possibility I think could happen for Legends Part 3. First column, in orange, we have what will most likely happen during Part 3. I will be writing it in orange. It will specifically be what I think will most likely happen, the most logical and most sensible thing that could happen. Number 2. We are writing in red, and it is what could happen. These are all of my more outlandish ideas that I think could happen, the more what-if scenarios, if Legends decides to bring this anniversary back. And then lastly, the third column is in blue, and it says what I want to happen. This is going to be everything that I've been thinking of for the past 6 months since Legends Fest. Everything I've wanted, everything I think is going to happen, everything that I want to see. So, most of this video you will not see me, and I'm sorry for that, but my camera can't go that wide, and I want you guys to see the board more than me. So, let's go over what we have gotten so far. We got the blue Revival Frieza Zenkai. We got the blue Revival Frieza Zenkai. That's the first thing that we have to base what could happen off of. Oh, that's much better. This could point to multiple things, but we are going to go with the plain Jane, what I think it means. And that's Frieza Saga. That is Namek, that is Goku fighting Frieza, and Goku going Super Saiyan. So what I think is going to happen is it will be either a single Ultra or double Ultra. And who do I think these Ultras can be? I think it is either going to be a revamped version of Super Saiyan Goku, the free-to-play one, where we'll finally have a summonable version, or we're going to get a full-power Frieza. Those are my two basic options of what I think could happen. Those are the two things that I think could mainly happen here. The only caveat to this is that it will either be one of them, or if it's a double Ultra, it will be both of them. I saw a good theory yesterday where someone said that it's going to be like Part 2, and they're going to make two Ultras, and they're just going to make them have a cool clash animation, like Goku and Vegeta did in Part 2. I would not be mad about this, but I think with the Zenkai and what we have been getting this anniversary, I think it's going to be two Ultras, and if not, it will be one Ultra, and it will be Frieza Saga because of the Blue Revival Frieza. That is just basically what I think will happen. What I also think will happen is that the free-to-play Goku will get his Platinum equipment. I think he will get his Platinum equipment because he hasn't gotten one. I want to put this under what if, but I'm going to put it under what will most likely happen. Or the free-to-play Goku Zenkai. I think it could happen. I think they've been saving it, and I think it's going to be here. He was the app icon for part 1 of the anniversary until we got the reveal of MUI and Vegeta, and then MUI became the cover art for the app. But he was the cover art all the way up until part 1. So that means he is specific to this anniversary. They wouldn't have put him here if he wasn't going to have something to do with it, and they have not done anything with him yet. So I think he is either going to get his Ultra Plat equipment, or he's going to get his Ultra Zenkai. The first ever Ultra Zenkai, I think they're going to do it, especially if they do one of those Ultras, the Super Saiyan Goku or the Full Power Frieza, or both. It would fit in perfectly. They've been giving out Platinum equipments and Zenkais to everybody else, but I think it is his turn. So this is what I truly think will happen. I think with how the anniversary has gone and everything we have seen so far, I think it will be a single or double Ultra that is either Super Saiyan Goku, a revamp of the free-to-play, or a Full Power Frieza because of the blue Revival Frieza Zenkai. And then I think we can either get a Platinum equipment for Goku or a Zenkai for Goku. And if they don't Zenkai him and give him a Plat equipment, I do think we can see a Zenkai here. I think if they are ballsy enough, they will give the blue I think they can give the revamped LF Blue Goku, the Super Saiyan one from Frieza Saga. I think they can Zenkai him, or also give him a Plat equipment. But I think that the blue Zenkai, or the blue Super Saiyan Goku, will get a Zenkai. If he does not get one, it will be him, because I believe there are no other LFs in the game that aren't Zenkai'd from the Frieza Force. The yellow Full Power is Zenkai'd. The original blue Namek Goku is Zenkai'd. And I don't think there are any other LFs from the Frieza Saga. I do not believe. It's just the revamped blue Goku who's Zenkai'd, and the yellow Full Power Frieza. So I think they can Zenkai him because he is, I believe, 2 years old now. He will be 2 years old around this time, or getting to be 2 years old. So this is what I think will happen for Part 3 of the anniversary. I am not very excited for it. I will not lie. We have gotten some lackluster picks, and a lot of content has been lackluster this anniversary. But with what we have been given, and what they have been showing, and the fact that the head performer of Cha-La Head Cha-La will be a part of this reveals and stuff, I think this is the most likely cause. So, that wraps up what I think will happen. Now, what could happen? And honestly, these two can intertwine with each other. I probably will be doing that. I'll draw arrows, but what could happen, what I want to happen, are kind of the same thing, but this is just more outlandish stuff. This is what I actually want. So, what I think could happen for Part 3 of Dragon Ball Legends, the 7th anniversary, is I think with this new update, because Tawny did specifically say that there are 3 big updates with this anniversary. The first one was the UI overhaul, the second one was the ground battle mechanic, and the third, I believe, is it's either the Ultra LF or the Ultra Zenkai. I think it has to happen. We haven't had a new type of rarity in 4 years when the Ultra has come out. We have over 15 summonable Ultras. I think it is about time we get a new type of rarity. Or we get the Ultra Zenkai, and we start Zenkaiing Ultras along with giving them their Plat equipments. I think both of these things will require big updates, And I think the Ultra LF, especially because of the animations they have to give them now, the way they have to train, they're going to have to change the rates on the banners. They're going to have to do so many things with this. But what I truly think could happen is an Ultra LF or an Ultra Zenkai, which I have talked about already with the free-to-play Goku Zenkai. I do think it will happen. I think if it's not here, it will happen during Legends Fest or the 8th anniversary. I think that's just the basic of what could happen. I also think what could happen is we get multiple Ultras or an Ultra LF paired with a normal Ultra. I think this is the first anniversary where we get multiple Ultras. I don't think they're going to stick with it. We have one Ultra this entire year. It is Ultra Cell. We do not have anything else. We usually have 2 Ultras by this time, and they're just behind this year. I do believe that this is the only thing that can happen. I think if they go with one Ultra, then we are A, going to be missing out on content this year, and B, we are going to be behind. We are going to be missing an Ultra from every other year so far when Ultras have come out, and we're going to be missing content because there's A character we're missing out on, and B, just the entire aesthetic of PvP, free-to-play, events, all of that stuff. It all revolves around this guy. I think if there are not multiple Ultras, Part 3 will fail. I think Part 3 could fail even if there are multiple Ultras, but I think this is the only way. I also think what could happen is a new gauge of some sort. I think if we get a new gauge, because with this guy, you guys see my shirt, Beast Gohan is the only Ultra to have a special, unique gauge, or whatever they want to call it. He is the only person to have that. He has his gauge of his special beam cannon. No other Ultra has this, and really no other character in the game has a gauge like this, except for Synchro Gauge characters. The only characters in the game who aren't Ultras that have this type of gauge in the bottom right near their health bar, and not just a switch gauge or a unique gauge, are tag switch characters with the Synchro Gauge and Beast Gohan. I think they are saving it for something, and I have seen multiple things about this. I think we will either get we're going to get a transformation gauge. I think it's time where they realize that we have 4 transforming units this anniversary. We have 4. MUI, Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta, Kaioken Goku, and we have a revival. So technically we don't have 4 transforming. We have 3 transforming and a revival. I think it is hinting towards a transformation gauge. I think if we get a character with multiple forms in Part 3, that we are going to get a unique gauge like Beast Gohan's Special Beam Cannon, where when you fill it up, you transform into multiple forms. For instance, I've been talking about this guy a lot in my videos, but it is Broly. I think Ultra Broly is coming. I think if he is not here, he is going to be in Legends Fest or 8th Anniversary, but I truly want him to be here. And with Broly, if he starts out in base, I have seen a video from Weber Shout out Weber and the other people who animated that custom Ultra animation. They gave him a unique gauge like Gohan Special Beam Cannon, where when you filled it, you got to transform multiple times throughout the match. I think transforming units will get this type of gauge if they have multiple forms. I think it would be perfect for Broly because instead of just clicking the active and having a transforming Ultra, which would be very cool, we haven't gotten a transforming Ultra before, I think it would be much better if they gave him a main ability with an ultimate along with a transformation gauge. I think that is the best thing they can do. And if not, I think we can have a transformation gauge of some sort that goes into synchro gauge. Again, I'm shouting out Weber. They made a video of a transforming fusing Gogeta unit. It had a unique gauge like Gohan Special Beam Cannon where you could change from Super Saiyans to Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 2, and it allowed them to fuse into Gogeta. I think if they wanted to come out with something cool, they would do this. And who would they do this with? The Tag Gods from the Broly movie. I think if they made a Tag Super Saiyan God, Goku and Vegeta, that have a unique gauge to transform them into Super Saiyan Blue, then that gauge transforms into a synchro gauge, and they fuse into Gogeta. I know we just got this unit during 6th anniversary for an LF, but I think if they did this for an Ultra, it would blow everything out of the water. I truly think it would be the best thing that they can do. If they did not do this character, I think this would still be a very cool concept. I think if we had a transformation gauge of some sort, it would be very cool. Or just any new gauge at all. Gohan Special Beam Cannon and the Synchro Gauge are so cool. Doing things in the game that other characters can't is so cool. They just need to bring more. What I also think could happen for this part is I think if they come out with multiple Ultras, it is going to be impossible and the community is going to complain. They will have to raise the rates of Ultras. Every step will either have to be a 2x Ultra step, or every step will have to just become the rates of the 2x step. If they come out with 2 Ultra banners that are the exact same rate, no one will want to summon. It will be a waste of time, and people will pick one banner and possibly get the Ultra. Coming from experience, I have spent 70,000 crystals on an Ultra banner and not pulled the unit. I have done this with Super Vegito, I did this with Gogeta Blue, and I did this with 6 years Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I think if you make people spend over 70,000 crystals per banner to pull one copy, people will not want to spend money on your game. I don't think it'll happen. I truly do not believe that anything good will come from it. They will have to raise the rates. And if it is an Ultra LF, then the rates are just going to have to be better anyway. They might, if it's an Ultra LF paired with an Ultra, a basic Ultra, then I think that the Ultra LF will have those boosted rates while the original Ultra will keep its same rates. I think that is reasonable because the Ultra LF is the new thing, the new shiny toy everybody wants. So if you boost his rates, or hers, whatever they decide to do, that character's rates, and keep the original Ultra the same, I don't think it would go over well with the community, but I think it is a better step instead of having an Ultra LF with the same rates as an Ultra, I think that is blatantly stupid. I think if they did that, that's the stupidest thing they could have done, and I truly don't know what they're doing in the development department. My other thing, what could happen, is if it is an Ultra LF, I believe if we get an Ultra LF and a brand new rarity, whatever they want to call it, I'm calling it an Ultra LF because it sounds cool. Whatever they want to call it, I believe that they will add Ultras to the banners. I don't think it will be more than 2 at a time. I think they can add 2 Ultras and the basic set of LFs that they would normally put on an Ultra banner, but for an Ultra LF, they would put 1 to 2 Ultras on it, and then they would put like 6 featured LFs. I think that is a very good idea because A, that gives people more of a reason to summon because then they have a chance to get the Ultra LF and the Ultra, and if it's characters that have their Platinum equipment, then they will be able to use them if they actually pull dupes of the character. It won't be for nothing because these Ultras are very old and very not useful unless you have them over 7 stars and with a Platinum equipment. I think if you put Ultras on Ultra LF banners, it will be more useful, and honestly, I think it will make them more money than having rerun banners of just the Ultra on their original banner. I think this is the best thing they can do. If they do not raise rates, they will at least have to add multiple Ultras. And then those rates will have to get raised, and the Ultra for the banner will stay the same, but these Ultra rates will get boosted. I believe they should be the same rates as the LFs. In my opinion, I believe that should be the case. So, that is everything I think could happen. So, to recap, I think we can get an Ultra LF or an Ultra Zenkai. I believe this is a good idea. I believe having a new rarity in the game would be very good. I think Ultra Zenkais would be very good along with Platinum equipments because just like LF characters, some people get Platinum equipments, some people get LFs. So if they start balancing that and not give every Ultra and a Platinum equipment and they start balancing it with Zenkais so it doesn't seem bland and the same and everything, I think it would be a great idea. I think this part 3 will have multiple Ultras. I'm standing on that. If it's not multiple Ultras, the part 3 is garbage, and I don't know. We're still missing an Ultra. It has to be here. I don't think they're going to be giving us multiple Ultras later on in the year. I think it has to be here. I also think we will get a new gauge. New gauge like the Special Beam Cannon on Beast Gohan or the Synchro gauge. Whatever they want to do with it, any ability with that type of gauge would be very cool. I think the Ultra LF rates will be boosted. I think if they come out with the Ultra LF or 2 Ultras, they will raise the rates for them. There is no way they won't because people won't spend money and people won't want to summon because why would you want to summon on 2 banners, let alone 1 Ultra banner is hard enough to pull a character on with the rates that they have for them. And I believe Ultras will be on Ultra LF banners. If they do come out with an Ultra LF or a new type of rarity that is higher than an Ultra, I believe they will start rerunning Ultras on that banner as if they were side banner or old LFs, like how they usually put on banners. And last but not least, we have what I want to happen. I'm mainly going to be going over characters, I'm going to be going over format, and I'm going to be going over, again, gauges. So first and foremost, I've talked about it already, I think a DBS Broly movie Part 3 would go hard. I think if they come out with 2 Ultra LFs, 2 Ultras, or an Ultra LF, it has to be from this movie. They can't do superhero because they already just came out with an Ultra Beast Gohan less than 7 months ago. I do not believe it can happen here. I think Superhero might be for next Legends Fest or 8th year anniversary. It has to be Broly. Or something from this movie. And my two candidates for that are a base Broly that transforms I think it will be a base Broly that transforms with a new unique gauge, like Beast Gohan Special Beam Cannon, or it will be the first ever Tag Ultra character. And it will be I think it will be a god duo, Vegeta and Goku gods from this movie. I'm going off of Dokkan here. If you guys saw my stream last night, you do know I am an Advent Dokkan player, and I do love the game, and I am going to be stealing an idea from them. I think if they have a first ever Ultra Tag Switch, it will be them. We already have a Tag Switch Blue Bros from that movie, so why not in the 7th year anniversary for Part 3 not call back to that anniversary where the first ever Tag Switch character was released and make it them? Not a exact copy of them, but a better version, because with this character you can also make them transform. Or if they truly wanted money, they would make the first ever Tag Switch Ultra that also has a synchro gauge. I mean, it's been a year, people. We've gotten 2 characters all year since 6th year anniversary that have had the synchro gauge. They have not come out with any other characters. There have been multiple opportunities for them to use that gauge. Vegito Blue. He was just a transforming unit who went from Vegito to Vegito Blue. They could have made that a Tag Switch synchro gauge character. Kale and Caulifla side banner unit could have easily been a headliner unit with a synchro gauge instead of being a side banner sparking. Easily could have been an LF. Now, if they come out with the first ever Tag Ultra and it is not a Goku and Vegeta of some sort, I will be upset. Unless it is something better, I do not believe you get much better than a Tag Switch Ultra Goku and Vegeta. We have over 7 Goku and Vegeta tag units in the game. Why not make an Ultra? Why not? I mean, this would make the most money. It's DBS Broly. It's the second newest movie in all of Dragon Ball behind Superhero. It still has some of the coolest characters in it, other than Beast Gohan and Cell Max and Orange Piccolo. Broly and Gogeta Blue are those guys. They are the exact thing that we need. Especially with this anniversary, because I do not believe that this anniversary is going to be how it is without a banger Part 3. They have been hyping this anniversary up for over a year while Part 2 of 6th Annie was going on. There is no way you hype up an anniversary in the middle of your best anniversary ever, in my opinion, to talk about this, and then you give us 3 transforming units and a revival that are all Goku and Vegeta. I think it has to be something over the top, crazy, absolutely mind-blowing. So for that, I think this character is the Ultra LF. I think it is either the Broly, and the first ever DBS Ultra Broly will be an Ultra LF, or this character has to be an Ultra LF. If they come out with a basic Ultra tag unit, and it is not with a new rarity, I will still be very excited. I am not saying that. I'm not saying it won't be exciting, but I think it truly will just be better if they come out with a new rarity, with a new mechanic, and a new version of an Ultra. And then, if they really wanted to do this, I think that both of these characters will be here at the same time. And I am going balls to the wall here, y'all. I think it's possible, guys. I truly think it's possible. This is the only way Part 3 is saved. If we get a brand new variation of a character, a brand new typing of an Ultra LF, I think if they come out with 2 of them, it will be much better. If they don't do 2 Ultra LFs, I think it will be detrimental to this anniversary. If it's... I hate saying this. If they only do 1 Ultra, it's chalked. It's absolutely chalked. Tani, get him out of here. We need Toshi back. Toshi knew how to do things. We need this bare minimum. And we also need the rates to be boosted. We need the rates to be boosted. If the rates are not boosted and Ultra LFs are the exact same as an Ultra rate on their banner, it will not work. These characters are just... I don't know, man. I hate thinking about it, but I don't know. They have to do it. I think this should happen whether we get an Ultra LF or not. I think this should happen whether or not this happens. But going back to, where'd I put it? Ultra rates and Ultras on banners. I think if they do come out with an Ultra LF, I think it would be a perfect debut of it. I know he just came back on a rerun banner, and they just brought out all of the Ultras that are Gogeta. They brought back Super Saiyan Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And their banners are here until the 14th, which is past the start of Part 3. I think, even though his banner is out, I think if they made an Ultra LF and then put Gogeta Blue on that banner, along with the other 2 Gogetas, it would just be crazy. It would be crazy. But I think it could happen. So, guys, that is all I have. Everything that will most likely happen, everything I think could happen, and everything I want to happen. You guys have heard it here. I've explained it. I won't go over it again. But be tuned in for tomorrow around 9 o'clock. I will be posting a video and be live watching the reveals and stuff to see if any of my ideas were correct. Because I'm hoping I'm correct. I'm hoping that something out of this happens. Mainly this or this. But thank you guys for tuning in. I know I'm sounding crazy and I have so many ideas and I'm just blabbing, but thank you guys for tuning in. Please leave a like on the video and make sure to tune in tomorrow and Wednesday for summons and reactions. But until next time, guys, peace.